Welcome to Cheryl's Home Cooking. Today what I'm going to show you is my grandmother's peach squares. So the first thing that I start out with is 3/4 cup of butter at room temperature to 1 cup of sugar, and I'm going to mix this until it's creamy. This will also be the ingredients for the cake part of the peach squares. So just mix this till it's creamy. I'll scrape down my sides, making sure everything's mixed good. And to this, I'll be adding in 3 eggs, and I'll be dropping them in 1 egg at a time. I'll scrape the sides down. To this, I'll be adding in 3 cups of flour. This is all-purpose flour. A pinch of salt. And 1 teaspoon of baking powder. So I'll gradually add in the flour. I'll increase my mixer. To this, I'll be adding in 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And 1/4 cup of cream. If I can get it, there you go. Now I'll turn my mixer off. The cake mix will seem like it's thick, but that's fine. That's the way it's supposed to be. I have a 9 by 13 baking dish that I'm going to grease. I'm using a spray. I'll take my cake mixture, put that on the bottom. You can see how nice that looks. And like I said, it is a little thick, but that's the way it's supposed to be. Once I have my batter in my pan, then I'll spread it out. Making sure it's all even. My grandmother used to make this for us all the time. It's really, really good. I love these peach squares. On top of my cake mixture here, I have one 20-ounce can of crushed pineapples that I drained. I'll be spreading that on top. I know I said peach squares, but there's also pineapple in it. This really makes it taste really, really good. For my cheese mixture, I have 4 eggs that are at room temperature. I'll place them in my bowl. To my eggs, I'll be adding in 1 cup of sugar, and I'll cream that well. Let me scrape down my sides. To this, I'll be adding in 2 packages, which is 7.5 ounces of the farmer's cheese. It's almost like a consistency of cream cheese, but it feels like cottage cheese. So it comes in these containers. You can see that it looks like cream cheese, but when you break it apart and look inside, it's almost like cottage cheese. So I'll place 2 packages inside my mixer. And see how liquidy it looks like? I'll spread it evenly. Now I'll place this in my oven that I have set at 350. And I'll check on it about 10-15 minutes, and once I see it starting to firm up a little bit, that's when I'm going to place my peaches, my half peaches, on top. And that's it. You can see that the cheese mixture started to firm up a little bit, so now I'll take it out of the oven and then place my peaches on top. I have 1 15-ounce can of peaches that I drained. So I'll just place them. They will seep into the cheese mixture a little bit, but that's fine. It's been about 15 minutes and I was just waiting for the cheese on the edges to firm up. You can see how nice this is going to look. So I have all my peaches in a row. I'll place them back in my oven. Like I said, it's been 15 minutes, and you'll cook this for about an hour or until you see it lightly golden brown on top. So now I'll let that bake for a full hour. I already had it in there for 15 minutes to check the firmness of the cheese. So it usually takes about an hour to bake these peach squares, but your oven may vary, so just keep an eye on it. You'll see that the top will turn like a little golden brown. It's been an hour, so now I'm going to take my peach squares out of the oven. Doesn't that look delicious? And see how it got nicely golden brown on the top, the cheese? This is so, so good. Look at how nice that cake looks in there, then with the crushed pineapples, the farmer's cheese on top. So now I'm going to try a bite. Look at how nice that cake is, and then the farmer's cheese. You can see the pineapple. And of course the peach. Oh, this is so, so good. I love these. I can remember when my grandmother would make these. I highly recommend making this. This is really, really good. Your family's going to love it. So thank you so much for tuning into Home Cooking with Cheryl and watching me make my grandmother's peach squares. They're really, really good. Please follow me on Twitter, on Home Cooking with C, and on Facebook, Cheryl's Home Cooking. I'll see you next video. Bye-bye.